Will Meghan's rule over Salem end with 2 weddings and a funeral? This week, the Demise practically seemed to be the center of attention, but there were a few baby breakouts here and there, as well as the ongoing story of the Catwoman. In other words, we have a ton to discuss. No, baby on board that week was certainly a whiplash. Last week, I praised Sloane's deceit, but this week, I'm fighting the want to throw up in my mouth. I can support plans to keep someone after falling in love. Making Sloane, however, let me say that again, Sloane, of all people, become suddenly baby crazy is a loud no. She was such a distinctive, confident, independent, and sex-positive persona, but now she's devolved into just another soap opera ingenue wanting to give up the freedom that had seemed to define her and attach herself to her lover for all time. Naturally, I want a child. Simply observe my smile. I'm not even clenching my teeth. Baby City, let's go. Yay. Image credit. A peacock. Actually, now that I think about it, this week the whole man-crazy act wasn't really working for me. Would Gwen, of all people, really be so susceptible to Dimitri's cunning? I disagree, but she might be particularly weak at the moment, and unlike Sloane, we are aware of her constant need for adoration. Meghan is another option. After having her all week, she lost me when Friday came along. Naturally, she didn't fire the shot that hit Sean. Meghan, go ahead and knock yourself out. He just occasionally shows up to drink and weep about shooting a man we hardly knew, and who we never even got to see go. It might feel significant if you were shot. No, she was really losing me when she started ranting about Beau, when she isn't obsessed with Beau, and is instead planning some good old-fashioned murder, mayhem, and world dominance. She is a much better character. Priorities. Marlena was Stefano's obsession, but it wasn't the only one. The worst of all evils, leaving Beau issues aside, Meghan's run is fantastic. She has increased the intrigue surrounding the Demise, and the show has used her to bring a lot of characters back from the brink. Over the past 5 years, Kristen had essentially transformed into a loose cannon and nearly unusable one-note villain, but now that Meghan is present, even Kristen acknowledged that Meghan makes her look rational in comparison. Kristen is also spending time with her family. In the meantime, Stefan and Gabi are understanding that their relationship is more important than their argument, and Stefan is even being considerate of Lai. And now that EJ has literally had some sense smacked into him, he might finally be adjusting his priorities as well. When Meghan first appeared, she was a ridiculous, campy antagonist with almost little link to the outside plot. However, by returning to Salem, she is assisting in resetting several characters whose usability has been stretched to the limit, while also assisting others, such as My Morality is Situational Kate, to rediscover their competitive roots. Lai, though, might not survive this unharmed. It is obvious that Meghan is only using him to access Rolf. He is just as disposable as her own family, if not more so. A final goodbye. Will his and Meghan's plan to assassinate Stefan succeed? Nope. As far as we are aware, Brandon Barish is staying on the show. But it's Camila Banus? Is that how Gabi intends to leave? Will Stefan's attempted murder at their wedding at the end of the month go horrifically wrong, resulting in her death rather than his? Compared to the end of April when Banus' filming was completed, that seems too soon. Thus, her departure would coincide with Halloween. That being said, if Gabi passed away previously, Halloween would be the ideal moment for her to return to Earth and pay Stefan a visit in a spirit form. But it doesn't seem likely. Even though Gabi could still pass away, it seems absurd to think that Meghan would wait another 4.5 months to be the one to cause it. Unless the effects of her detonating the Demira family's bomb persist that long and prove fatal. Millennial Zez's in the least startling development of all, Harris consented to collaborate with Kate, and Meghan intends to brainwash him once more to serve as her hitman. She is in fact her father's child. He also had his preferred brainwashed pawns, such as the pawn. However, the program has a lot of work to do if it hopes to establish Harris as the new Steve or John. They could have selected any number of beloved historical figures instead, like Paul or Andrew, who are truly loved by the audience. Just don't let him escape and murder her as the conclusion. I don't care if he's a hitman or not. All I want is for her to occasionally appear and cause trouble. Random thoughts. I believe Bonnie and Whitley both earned degrees in justifications from the same university. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Bulletin News, and stay with us.